Hello, everyone on YouTube. This is your boy Majin AN here with the debut episode of, wait for it, Late to the Party. So, yeah, in the show we talk about stuff that I wanted to talk about in this channel if I made my channel on time, but I can talk about it now because I'm like, I don't care. I'll still talk about it because I'm late to the party anyway. So let's get started on the first episode, which we'll be talking about, you guessed it, the announcement of the Super Mario movie cast. As you know, earlier this fall, a month or two ago, Nintendo did its Nintendo Direct, and during that Nintendo Direct, they announced the cast members for the new upcoming Super Mario movie coming out in 2022 of December. So yeah, that cast announcement actually kind of broke the internet. And Nintendo knows the thing about breaking the internet. Bam! Breaking that wall. So we'll start with the casting of Mario. Now, this was both a shocking yet surprisingly unpopular, maybe not surprisingly unpopular casting decision by Nintendo. But who they casted for Mario, the lead man, everyone's favorite plumber in red, is none other than Star-Lord himself, Chris Pratt. You know him from... Yeah, I know. I was shocked, too. Honestly, my reaction to this was like, what the F? Like, you gotta be shitting me. How does this even make sense? But, yeah, you don't expect like a country, like a boy that's a little bit on the countryside to do like an Italian plumber's voice with a lot of Italian stereotypes, probably. But Chris Pratt is a professional actor, and he probably knows better than me, so shoot, he probably can do it. He did a good job on the Lego movie as Emmett. He did a really good job there, so I give him that. It was not a bad job on his part, and he did good in that Disney movie with the elves and how humans were extinct, and it's just like mythical creatures just like taking over the world. I forgot the name of that movie. You can just tell me in the comments if you remember that movie. I can't look it up right now because, yeah. Anyways, we can see how he does. He might surprise us. He might do good. But, yeah. Chris Pratt is Mario. Star-Lord. His character from Parks and Recs. Just Jurassic World. That Chris Pratt. So, yeah. However, Luigi's casting was a little bit more acceptable, but was still very surprising. Like, Mario's cowardly baby brother in green is played by none other than the wild Charlie Day. Yeah, I said it, Charlie Day. That shocked me, and I was both laughing and shocked. Like, how did Nintendo come up with this casting? Like, holy shit. Charlie from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Yeah. Doing a beloved role as Luigi. However, I think it can work because Charlie brings this energy to any role that he does. Like this eccentric, happy, positive energy, and he has the voice for it. I love his voice. It's very great. I think he can voice Luigi very well. I think he'll do a good job. It's one of the few casting decisions I thought was pretty cool. But yeah, anyways, next on the list, the damsel in distress herself, everyone's favorite princess, Peach. Princess Toadstool herself is going to be played by none other than, well, this is like a more recent name compared to everyone else, Anya Joy-Taylor. Honestly, she's one of my favorite actresses out right now. the very beautiful big-eyed actress will be doing the voice of Peach. If you don't know her from any of her roles before, I'll tell you. Some of her more popular roles was a movie, The Witch. It's a horror movie or a suspense movie. Like, very good. You should see it. She did a good job in that. And speaking of suspense and horror, she also played the main lady, the leading role, the second leading role in the movie Split by M. Night Shyamalan, and was also in the sequel, Glass. Did a very good job too. My first exposure to her. She did a good final girl. And last but not least, the role that she's most famous for right now. The lead role in the Netflix series Queen's Gambit. She killed it there. She did a really good job, and I see a lot of big roles in her future. She's like the rising leading lady of this generation. This generation's Jennifer Lawrence. So I can see her doing big things there. And now we get to one of the biggest role reveals ever. I'm still in disbelief with this because this is an awesome casting job for this role. Bowser, the King Koopa, Mario's arch nemesis and eternal rival, the evil giant Godzilla turtle, the fire-breathing turtle. I can go on. But he's going to be played by none other than the iconic, legendary, epic Jack Black. You heard me say it. Jack Black. One of the most beloved figures in Hollywood. He's going to provide all that energy, bravado, and powerful ass voice into Bowser. And he's going to be funny about it. I can tell Bowser is going to be the hit of the movie. It's going to be good with that casting decision. Like, I was genuinely happy and shocked to be like, oh my god, Nintendo casted Bowser. No, casted Jack Black as Bowser. The Jack Black. I'm like, I love it. The man's wholesome. He's one of the most beloved figures in Hollywood. There's nothing negative about him. Like, he brings his whole genuine self to every role that he does. And made me love metal with Tenacious D. I mean, if Kyle Gass has a cameo in this movie, I will be super happy. Tenacious D doing their thing. I would love that. But yeah, those are the big, big roles. Now we get to some of the other surprising roles. Toadstool, everyone's favorite lackey and sidekick to the sidekick. Everyone's favorite, like, grunt. And Princess Peach's, like, loyal attendant and servant is going to be played by none other than Keegan-Michael Key. Who? Yes, Keegan-Michael Key. That Key. From Key and Peele. One half of Key and Peele, and he has so many roles to name. I can't even name him. He's everywhere nowadays. Keegan-Michael Key is everywhere. Whether he's collaborating with his best friend Jordan Peele, who has been killing it in the directing and producing scene, especially in the horror genre, or just like doing whatever role he can. He's one of the busiest men in Hollywood. I can just say that for sure. And having his energy on Toad, it's going to be hilarious. It's probably going to be like the inner city substitute teacher. Well, I mean, I hope he adds some of that element into there. That would be funny as hell. Maybe in a Toad voice. I would love that. But just because this is a Mario movie doesn't mean we're not going to get other big Nintendo names. Donkey Kong is going to be in this movie. That's right, everyone's favorite big ape. DK. Donkey Kong. Woohoo, Donkey. And this is one of the most WTF castings for that role. Donkey Kong is going to be played by everyone's favorite Hollywood stoner, Seth Rogen, with the laugh. Seth Rogen's going to play Donkey Kong, and I think that is going to be a hit. I would enjoy that. Like, damn, Seth Rogen is Donkey Kong. That is going to be great. And his grandpa, Cranky Kong, is just going to be played by legendary comedian and a Hollywood figure, Fred Armisen. One of SNL's best. I think he's going to do a good job. And then Kamek, Bowser's trusty wizard thing, is played by veteran and legendary voice actor Kevin Michael Richardson. You might know him by his face, but you'll know him by a lot of roles he's done. Let's see. Too many. Principal Lewis in American Dad. Kilowog in the Green Lantern animated series. There's so many that I can't even answer directly. What is it? Another. The Joker in the Batman adaptation of Batman. So many roles. I just really can't name them all. I just can't really name so many roles that he did because he's done almost every role you can think of. But yeah, Kevin Michael Richardson. I'm happy for that because I love his work. And if you're a voice acting fan, you would be happy about this too. And let's see. Who are some... There was another major role. I'm going to check that out right now. Let's see. Mario Bros. Movie. Let's see who's... Then there's Sebastian Maniscalco as Spike, a well-known comedian. I don't know much about Sebastian Maniscalco, but he's going to play the spiked Koopa. Really good. But one of the biggest voice additions in the Super Mario movie is going to be Mario himself. Charles Martinet, the man who voiced Mario, Luigi, Wario, Waluigi, and the baby variations of those characters. Like, I'm so happy because, to be honest, if there was an animated Mario movie, I wanted Charles to voice the characters he voiced. Like, he's a great guy and he's a very good voice actor and a very good person. I have an experience with Charles Martinet. Like, my first Cincinnati Expo Comic-Con experience. Went there, was originally trying to meet the Goku voice actor. Save that for another time in another video. And I got there late, and then I saw him. I said hi. I was happy. I was starstruck. Saw Benedict Wong, a.k.a. Wong from the MCU and Doctor Strange. Pretty cool guy. That's also for another time. And then I saw Charles Martinet. I recognized him right away because I've been a fan of his work for years. I saw the documentary years ago about how he voiced Mario and how it changed his life greatly. And I was starstruck. He was so happy. He responded in his Mario voice. When I saw his line, I was like, Charles Martinet! Oh my God, he was great. And then I actually got his autograph the next few days and went to his panel there. And asked him a question in his panel. I was really starstruck meeting him. So, I mean, even if he's not Mario in this movie, just having Charles in this movie is just so good and so great because we wouldn't have Mario's voice with the voice of Mario. We wouldn't have the "Let's go, it's a me, Mario, and wah!" and all that without Charles. So man, I'm happy that he's in this movie. And yeah, this movie might be a big deal or big flop. But before we end the video, I want to also just address other needs, like within the voice acting community. You see, while I understand the movie companies using big name actors to get these audience members to watch, to draw people to their movies, like, I understand on a marketing ploy, they should also, I mean, if the character has had like a voice that's not super famous, they should just use the regular voice actors, because it's really affecting the business of traditionally and professionally trained voice actors. It was addressed by rising leading man in the business, Zeno Robinson. Does a lot of good work if you're into voice acting and anime and just animated work. Very good. But yeah, I mean, I agree with him. There should be a lot more roles in major animated movies for traditional voice actors, because it's hard nowadays when all the good jobs are being taken by celebrities that are not traditionally trained in voice acting. I mean, yes, there are some celebrities that have been traditionally trained in voice acting and are pretty good at it, but yeah, we need to give the voice actors like more big exposure. The only ones that are really capable of getting through that are Mark Hamill, who is the original Luke Skywalker, who is an established voice actor nowadays. Kevin Michael Richardson, who was mentioned earlier in this video. Tom Kenny, the voice of SpongeBob, and so many other voices, and many more voice actors and actresses. So yeah, support their work. If you're a fan of voice work, voice animation, support their work. Just, yeah, I always wanted to be a voice actor, so I felt like this was needed to be addressed at the end of the video. But anyways, that is it for Late to the Party. I hope you had a fun first episode experience. I'll be releasing these episodes every Friday. So yeah, maybe even more frequent than every Friday. But yeah, that is Late to the Party episode 1. Thank you for watching and subscribe. Love y'all, my ninjas, and y'all have a great day.